Let's talk a little bit about Timex today, shall we? The Navi XL in 2024 and whether it is still worth a purchase. And it comes down. Let's go ahead and zoom in. Pusheen won't mind. We kind of pull her into the frame here. And whether it's worth it in 2024. And it really does come down to the price that you pay. Now, they have different ones available on their site and kind of the colors swap in and out. I'm going to include an Amazon link in the description. Does help the channel. And that's where you could find this one for $160. On the Timex site, it's $270. Now, $270 with all the micro brands and all that they offer, that's more of a conversation. At $160, I think this becomes a lot more worth it and attractive, especially in a colorway that you really can't get anymore, at least on the Casio site. So let's talk about the watch itself. Let's talk about the design. 41 millimeter case. Love that size. Wears really well on my 7-inch wrist. It just looks absolutely fantastic, and I love this colorway of the black and the deep red, kind of that deep crimson red. It's not an orangey red. It just looks absolutely phenomenal. You've got the dive watch bezel, unidirectional bezel, but you got kind of this field watch aesthetic on the inside, including the hour hand with the circle, so you can actually see the 24-hour time as well, so you can kind of get a feel of AM or PM from the analog dial. Really nice, clean aesthetic. Like I said, there are some things going on here, but overall, I think it's really nice. You got the Miyota movement, 8215. Now, here's where it starts to get a little. Don't be thrown off when you have one of these by the fact that when you move it about a bit, around a bit, it pauses for a second. Especially if you're really going, like it might pause for 2 or 3 seconds. Apparently, that's just a function of this particular Miyota movement. There's something missing. I think it's like another spring that's missing in the movement itself that would keep that smooth sweep all the way around, even with movement. So don't be alarmed. It really doesn't. It runs a little fast for me, but don't be alarmed. That's not a pause. It's not actually not keeping time. It just looks like that. It's a visual thing. It's not an actual time-keeping thing. Mineral crystal on the top, so you're not looking at sapphire, but then again, if you're paying $160, that's kind of, you're really not that bothered by it. 100 meters of water resistance. Lume is okay. It's not great. You got an exhibition case back here so you can see into it. It didn't come on this strap. I put it on the faux James Bond strap because I thought it looked good on a NATO, as you can kind of see into the movement a little bit there. There we go, a little bit of that there. But it comes in on this nice brown leather strap. It's got quick releases, so you can take that off, and I really didn't have an issue swapping the strap out. The strap was okay. It's not a bracelet for $160, but it was okay. I've used it on other watches, and it's a fine leather strap that in the brown, kind of the deeper brown, goes with the red and black design of the watch itself. There are some downsides to it. The date window, as of course it would be covered by the time I did the video. We'll do that. Date window, not phenomenal. Don't love it. I don't love the Timex date windows for whatever reason, period, ended. I think they look a little on the cheap side. And it's not a matter of it being a less expensive watch. Literally, there are less expensive watches with better date windows than this. The Invicta date windows are significantly better than this. So it's not a price issue. It's just a matter of them needing to pick or a different aesthetic for the date window. You got the Cyclops going on there, the magnification, so you can see it a little bit better, but I just don't love the date window on the Navi XL. The rotor's loud for the automatic movement, so you're going to hear it a mile away. That's the less of an issue. When you're on your wrist and you're out and about and you're doing stuff, it's really not that much of a distraction, but just understand if you're in a quiet environment, you are going to hear the rotor on this particular watch. The lume is okay. You got different colors lume. Like 12 o'clock, you got a slightly different color, and then around it, not great lume. Doesn't last very long. I wouldn't even show it because it would actually show up better than it does in person, but just don't get this watch thinking you're just getting phenomenal lume. Really, it's a daily drive automatic. You don't have to feel bad about picking it up. If you bang it around a little bit, so be it. Mine's got a little patina going on here, a little chip up here at the top because I did get a lot of use out of this. I did wear it a lot. That's why I put it on the NATO. Really flexible. It's got a great aesthetic. I love the red. I love the black. I just love the field watch look of it with the dive bezel. I think that's a great combination. It's just a really attractive watch. And when you're wearing it around, it's got kind of a little bit of a Tudor look. Not really a lot of Tudor look, Black Bay look with that colorway, but just overall a really fantastic watch that you want to be carrying around. However, when you get down to the specs, when you get down to the build material, when you get down to all the rest of it, movement, 270, that gets rough. That really gets rough. 270 with micro brands, don't forget, you're getting Seiko movements, You're getting nice automatic movements. You're getting stainless steel bracelets. You're getting sapphire crystals sometimes. You're getting screw-down crowns, 200 meters of water resistance. There's things in that $300 price range that you could get that spec-wise, yes, you're not going to have the name and heritage of a Timex, and it might not look so good. I mean, some of them look really nice, but you might not get this particular aesthetic of the Navi XL and have that Timex heritage. So if that's important to you, you got to pay for that a little bit. But at $270, I think I would think twice about this particular watch. Now, at $160 for something that's a bang-around, everyday, daily driver automatic with this aesthetic, the Timex heritage, really nice. I just think it matches that. You get the 100 meters of water resistance. I think for that price, you could really do no wrong at $160. So like I said, link in the description does help the channel. Overall, I like it. You can kind of get past the Miyota, the movement. You kind of get past the fact that it could stall up a little, or appear to stall for a moment here and there. But again, look, so you can see the time right there, the hour hand perfectly on the 2200 hours marker there. I love that. It's kind of like that field military look, but you get the automatic movement with it, and you get, like I said, the unidirectional bezel. It's a pretty good bezel, decent click, not that hard. It's a really good bezel to use for timing and all the rest of it, so you can have that. Crown is okay. Push-pull, no issues, no screw down. So you're going to pull it out, and you get the date position. You can kind of go ahead and filter it there. And then, of course, you push back out, and you get the time there. So no issues. Oh, I did that wrong. Well, don't ever do that. Don't do that. I did not check. That was a mistake. Don't ever not check before you do the date. On this one, it's okay, but you could do it once. But don't be taxing those kind of plastic, whatever they are, teeth in there to grind against them. If it starts with a date change, remember, always have it on automatic between 3 and 9 when you're going to do a date change on there, so you're not grinding the gears a little bit and wearing out your date wheel. Now, so like I said, overall, $160, definitely worth a try. $270, yeah, unless you're looking for Timex specifically, you're looking for this aesthetic. You like the current color combination. The more expensive one is like a blue one. They also have a green one. That's the $270 right now, but that comes on a bracelet, so that might be worth it to you. You could always just get a cheap bracelet and throw it on here. It's like a mesh bracelet that they got going on right now. You could always find one to pick up and throw on there. But if you made it this far, like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Until next time, have that Steve-licious day.